All right. Hi. G'day. Welcome. For anyone who's already with me, great to see you. And please let me know who's here. Give me a thumbs up or a wave in the chat. Let me know who's joined. Always love seeing who's with me. I can see that there are 7 people. So definitely give me waves, everybody. Hi, Sarah. Great to see you. All right. So hang on. I'm just going to turn around this way because there's a train going past behind me. Hi, Catherine. Look, there we go. There's a train going past behind me. We have a gorgeous day. Hi, Tish. Great to see you. And Natasha, welcome back. Okay, so I think we've just got a minute or so to go. Hi, Dawn. And finally live again, Natalie. You finally got a chance to join me. That's great. Fabulous to see you. The wind's up a little bit, so I'm holding my little microphone muff up against my face. And look behind me, up there. Let me see if I can get the angle right. Up there we go. That's called the Cologne Triangle, and there's a viewing deck up there. Not sure if I'm going to get up there or not at some stage, but we've still got a few days left in Cologne, so we might keep that one up our sleeve. So what I'm going to do, let's turn this camera around. Yeah, it's great, isn't it, Tish? It's absolutely fabulous that we're here. Of course, some of you probably already know that Richard's parents were born in Germany, and they migrated to Australia in the 1950s. I'm just going to turn my camera around. Where is it? Where's it gone? Camera. There you are. Still using this cumbersome app because I'm still not familiar with using Prism. I've got to find someone to teach me how to use it. Okay, so Artie's here. Hi, Artie. Welcome. So we're up here. Look at this. Look at this. There we go. There's the $1 million view. Look at that. The Hohenzollernbrücke, one of the 7 bridges of Cologne. And in the background is the beautiful twin spires of the magnificent Kölner Dom. Just pausing to read comments as I go. Oh, Tariq, I didn't see Tariq arrive. Hi, Tariq. And then on our left here is Kaiser Wilhelm I. Up there, mounted on his horse, described as the equestrian statue of Kaiser Wilhelm. And then over in the background there, that's in the centre of the Altstadt, is St. Martin's Church. It's got a lovely fairy tale-like roof to it, roof line. So on the left we have the St. Martin's Church. On the right we have the Kölner Dom. Inga, hi Inga. And hey Lynn, lovely to see you. Both awake at the same time. It's extraordinary, isn't it? And then over on our left here, you can see the colourful building fronts of the Altstadt over there. And then if I look upriver, I've got to fight a bit of a crowd over here. This is a popular viewpoint. Lots of people at this point here. So I'm just going to gradually manoeuvre my way in amongst that crowd and look up the river. But this is a footpath that crosses the Rhine, and it's covered, absolutely covered, chock-a-block full of locks. Like the bridges in Paris, one of those bridges was actually torn down because the weight of the locks was just too much for the bridge to bear. But here, absolutely chock-a-block, and there's no space left for any more locks on the bridge itself. So they've started adding them in creative new spaces, like over here, and there's one up there. There's just locks everywhere. Look at it, all the way along. Hi, Lethargy. Did I say hi, Lethargy? I think I did. Claire, wonderful to see you. Yeah, look at this. I'm not going to cross the bridge. What we're going to do is we're going to go down and walk along the waterfront, and then we're going to cross the river by Seilbahn. So I'm going to make my way down to the riverfront there. But I just want to have a little quick look just from this point here. We'll go and have another look at Kaiser Wilhelm, the equestrian statue. And there's some sort of interesting sculpture here. I'm not sure what this is about. It's getting behind these ladies taking photos. Bear with me. And it's a gorgeous day. It's so bright. It's so sunny. Now over in that direction there, Richard was telling me, hang on, let me just get my microphone muffle back in place. It slips down. Richard was telling me that those apartments up there on the riverbank are really well-known German soccer player lives there. And Natalie, yes, nice that we're in the same time zone. It is, isn't it? It's wonderful. For the next few months. Well, actually, I'm going to be out of that time zone by about an hour when I'm in Morocco and Spain, I think. I haven't checked on what the time zone is in Morocco, but I'm pretty sure it's the same as Spain. So there we are. That's the Hohenzollern Bridge. We're going to get to another spot where we can look at the Kölner Dom in the background. And of course, it'll be in the background the entire length of our walk along the riverside. So let's head downstairs. We'll go down this way carefully, as you know. And here we can see the beautiful St. Martin's. Oh, this microphone muffle. Sorry, I've just got to try and hold it in place. It just keeps slipping down. I moved it from one set of headphones to another, and when I did so, I snipped a little cord that was tying it in place, and I never replaced it. So that's why it slips down, which is a little unfortunate. Let me just get out of the sun so I can see comments. Bear with me. So, of course, the Rhine River, this bridge that we're standing alongside is one of 7 bridges in Cologne, the Hohenzollern Bridge. It was built in the early 1900s. I think it was 1911. There we go. Morocco's one hour behind. Yeah, I thought it was the same time as the UK, as is Spain, I believe. So that's where we'll be for a couple of months before we return into UK time zone. Into Euro time zone when we re-enter via France in a couple of months' time. So the Hohenzollern Bridge was built in around about 1911. It was destroyed during World War II, and then it was reconstructed in the 1950s. So I believe it was reconstructed exactly as it was previously. So this is the beautiful Hohenzollern Bridge. It once took traffic and trains. Now it's purely trains and pedestrian traffic. And it is how would you describe it? Most used rail bridge in Germany. 1,200 trains a day apparently use this bridge. And on the other side is main central station, the Cologne Hauptbahnhof. Sits alongside the Dom, sits alongside the cathedral. And Claire says the time zone in Morocco will be the same as the UK. Yeah, that's what I thought, Claire. So look, beautiful. Isn't this gorgeous? This beautiful bridge. And then up there we have, once again, Kaiser Wilhelm. All right. Now, I don't know very many of the landmarks along here. As you all know, I am just visiting, not a local. And even Richard, whose family comes from here, his first time here was when he was 16. He wasn't terribly interested in in landmarks and architecture when he was 16. He was interested in football. So apart from the obvious, the Dom, of course, I don't trust his knowledge, but he's not with me today anyway. So we're literally tourists in this beautiful city. So we're going to take a walk along the riverfront, and I believe there's some nice gardens up ahead. So we're going to and see what the gardens are like in the Rheinpark, and then we're going to head towards the Seilbahn, which is the gondola that crosses the Rhine. And we might see if we can take a little ride on the gondola while we're at it. Where's Richard today? He's just taking it easy, Dawn. It's all right for some, isn't it? So across the river there we have an exhibition space in that dome-shaped building. I've got the trains running above our head at the moment. It's a bit noisy. I'm going to have a look and see the bridge and what we can see of the cathedral from this point of view once we get underneath. This is a popular night spot, as you can imagine, alongside the river. Sorry if I'm scratching the microphone. I'm just trying to get that muffle in place. As you can imagine, it's a popular night spot along here, so we have little bars all the way along the length of the river. And there's also wharves for the numerous tourist boats and cruises that go up and down the Rhine. Artie says, sorry, it's very bright. It's lovely and clean looking. It is, isn't it? There's actually a swimming spot along here somewhere, I believe. I think they've got a spot called Cologne Beach. Let's see if we can find it. They've only just opened up parts of Sydney Harbour for swimming. I'm kind of surprised with all the industrial shipping along here. Just how clean it appears to be. Inga says it's always great to... Sorry, it's just the brightness on the screen. I'm trying to sort of see your comment. It's always great to see the Rhine River. Isn't it, Inga? And if you want to see it from a different point of view, I did a tour with Julianne from Trier yesterday. We met halfway in Koblenz, and that tour, the recording, is still on the livestream events channel. Let us know if you have any trouble finding that. But we did, we met in Koblenz, where, of course, the Mosel meets the Rhine. Completely different point of view. Do people swim here? Apparently they do, Lynn. Apparently they do. And I'm just going to keep an eye out for, there's a spot up ahead called the Cologne Beach Club. And maybe that's just a place to go drinking. Who knows? But I'm going to keep an eye out for it as we walk along here today, and we'll see if it's actually a serious swimming place. But I have seen further up the river on the train yesterday, coming back from Koblenz, there were a couple of spots where I saw people swimming in the river. Of course, they're smaller villages. And let me think of my geography. Yeah, that would be more upstream from here, further from the sea. And Natalie says, yeah, Inga says, yeah, it's nice. I'll look for that tour. Yeah, do, Inga. It was lovely catching up with Julianne. And Natalie says, yes, I saw the Koblenz tour. Also just the Cologne with lovely memories. Just like Cologne, yeah, with lovely memories. Yes, so it was lovely catching up with Julianne. We had a lovely stroll from the pedestrian precinct around the city of Koblenz, which she hadn't been to for many years. So we were both tourists in Koblenz yesterday. Okay, so there we go. Another view of the Cologne Cathedral, the dome, with the Hohenzollern Bridge alongside it. And it's an absolutely beautiful day here in Cologne today. Absolutely gorgeous. I don't know the name of that cathedral over there. To me it looks... Now this is going back a very long time. I did do art at school. I wouldn't consider myself a very good student, but I'm thinking that looks... Does it look Romanesque or Baroque, something like that? Probably more Romanesque. There'll be someone here who has a better knowledge of art history and architecture than I do. Tariq might know. I know he's on architecture. And Catherine says, oh yeah, fluffy clouds. They are, aren't they? Look at them, they're gorgeous. And Inga says, I don't think it's a good idea to go swimming in the Rhine, dangerous with all the big ships. Yeah, if you were to go swimming in there, you'd stay close to shore in a spot that's well away from the shipping traffic. And also the currents. It's a very strong current in the Rhine. I just want to show you this. Look, rose hips. I don't normally see things like this. This is new to me. It is. It's the Cologne Cathedral, or the Kölner Dom, which is K-O with an umlaut, L-N-E-R, Dom, D-O-M. Oh, no, that one over there is the Kölner Dom, the Cologne Cathedral. Tish, it's this one over here I don't know. That one between the trees there. That's the one I don't know the name of. All right. It's very warm, and I'm hoping my camera is going to tolerate the heat today. Because as we all know, technology and heat don't go well together. They don't play nicely together. Here's one of these big cruise ships. Look at, well, there's one parked over that side there. You didn't spot that one? Yeah. And I don't know what it is, Tish. Lynn says, rose hips are a great source of vitamin C. I've heard that. We don't come across them very much in Australia. I don't know if that's because we just have fancy cultivars that never grow rose hips. I don't know what the reason is. But just not really, just don't really see them. All right, so there we go. Once more, the Kölner Dom, the Cologne Cathedral. And here's one of these huge barges. This is a commercial barge, not one of the cruisers, heading downriver. And mostly we've seen them with Dutch flags. I'm not seeing a flag on this one just at the moment, but they carry their own cars on the back as well. So the captain, I guess when he gets to port at the end, he doesn't have to hire a car or grab a taxi. He's got his own car he can unload. And then this one, going against the current, is travelling much, much more slowly. Looks more like a cruise ship. And Sarah says, hi, back again. A friend decided to phone. Doesn't that always happen, Sarah? I'm hoping to, for the very, very first time tonight, I'm really hoping that I can catch one of Nick Richmond's tours. Because, of course, there's a little plug for Nick. Nick is seeing the Gillian Mark exhibition in London. There's a Gillian Mark trail apparently, and you know how much I love Gillian Mark sculpture. I'm really hoping that I can catch his tour tonight. So yeah, hope to see you guys there too. All right, now I think it was around about this point that I saw the beach club the other day. We went in a different direction. So I'm going to go down here and have a look and see what that's all about. Maybe, as I said, maybe it's just a bar. There's plenty of them around here. Lots of bikes, lots of walkers. I think it's still school holidays. And it's full of lovely gardens. So we'll head in that direction and then we'll head to the Seilbahn, the gondola that crosses the river. And I'm trying not to huff and puff. If you catch me out, just pretend you didn't hear it. All right, here we go. Look at this. Tariq says, we have 3 trails at the moment. I will do all of them in person. Fantastic, Tariq. Look forward to seeing your photos as well. So there we go. The cathedral's forming a little bit of a silhouette against the sky at the moment in that direction. We can hear the lapping of the water against the pebbles. The pebble shore it is down here. You've missed the huff and puff. Oh, that's all right. just listening to the lovely sound of water lapping against the shore. And then that cruise ship is just going very, very lazily along the river, isn't it? All right, so there's a few people down here by the water's edge. I wonder what they're up to. Do you reckon they're swimming? Let's have a look. And then there's that cathedral that I don't know the name of just there as well. Huffing and puffing is totally okay, friend. Thank you, Natasha. I'm doing it on your behalf, so I think I'm allowed a little bit of huff and puff, aren't I? Tariq says, London seems to be obsessed with Gillian Mark. Yeah. Oh, look, they're so prolific, aren't they? I don't know how they put out as much sculpture as they do. I mean, obviously they're not making every piece themselves, they're commissioning it, but still, I mean, remember that studio we visited, Tariq? The studio in Sydney? Just incredible the amount of stuff they have. Okay, now, do these people look like they're swimming? I don't know. He's putting his socks back on. And Natalie says, don't mind the huff and puff. So thankful I'm here, live again with you and all. Thank you so much. Remember the studio? The studio was amazing. All right, so no, I can't tell if he's been swimming or if this is even a swimming spot. I personally wouldn't swim there. It's just rocks. Nothing appealing about that to me at all. So I think the jury's out. I think the jury's out on swimming in the Rhine in Cologne. I'm thinking it's probably a no. Okay, we're about to enter the gardens. How long have I been going? Just keeping an eye on things. 22 minutes, that's fine. So I just starting to glimpse the gondola. I don't know, depends on how big your screen is as to whether you can see the gondola over there in the distance. This fellow here, do you reckon he's been swimming? Not sure. Okay, let's look back towards the cathedral once more. And from this viewpoint, we can see the St. Martin's Church as well. So we're seeing both churches there. And Tish says, didn't see that. Were they Olympic competitors? I missed whatever that comment was. Let me see. Hold on. I felt bad about all those swimmers getting so sick in Paris. I didn't realise they got sick. I knew that there was definitely some controversy about whether they should or shouldn't swim in the Seine. I know that for a few days there, because of the rain, there wasn't a very good measurement of the E. coli levels. Personally, I wouldn't have swum in it. I didn't actually hear reports of sickness, but it wouldn't surprise me in the slightest. And Natasha says the Olympians were getting all kinds of virus from the water. Yeah, that's terrible, isn't it? Wind's up and my muffler's down. Hold on, let me grab that again. All right, so we've entered the gardens. And I'm not very familiar with the layout, as you can probably understand. It's quite a big space. We're just going to see what we can see between here and the gondola. But my plan is to take you across the Rhine on the gondola. So we'll head in that direction. Some of the leaves are starting to turn. Julianne and I were discussing that yesterday. It seems too early for leaves to start colouring up, but they definitely are. We're starting to see autumn colours just beginning to show through, which of course is beautiful, very pretty. I'm hoping I'm not going to miss it. I'm hoping that I'm not going to be out of Europe and in Morocco and the whole thing turns drops and falls before I have a chance to get back. That would be sad. There's a lot of geese here. when we came through the other morning, there was probably about at least 4 times this many. Look at all the geese out here. They love rummaging in the grass. And there's a little train track through here as well, so I don't know how often that gets used. Definitely too early, I think, Tish. Julianne is such a jolly cutie pie. So yes, we're starting to see, look here. This one here is colouring up. And there's already lots of yellow on the ground underneath it. And then we have these geese over here. And I'm trying to remember which way we came in, because we came in from a different direction the other day. But, here we go, here's the geese. The ground's quite dry, even though there's been rain recently. The ground is actually quite dry. Dawn says, I imagine there is a lot of pollution that isn't declared. And Tish says, oh yeah, I don't think I want to know about that, Tish. Ugh. Hello there. Are you the lookout? How safe is it walking through the middle of a bunch of geese? Hello. Show me your wings. They're quiet. Very quiet. They're used to people, obviously. They're not getting the wildlife of Cologne. Yes. I imagine they are wild. I don't know what they're doing here. I don't know if they migrate. Does anyone know if geese migrate in Cologne? I have no idea. All right, well, they've got a fountain over in this direction, so let's head over there and see the fountain, and then we'll head over towards the gondola. It's just clouded over, which is giving me just a nice little bit of relief from the sun. Well, there's a lot more geese here. Look at this. Basilica of St. Cuthbert Romanesque. Thank you, Richard. I've been sitting here going, I don't know what the name of that church is, so Richard's come to the rescue. And here's all these geese we saw here the other day. So there we go, guys. Basilica of St. Cuthbert. And it's Romanesque. One of 12 in Cologne. Many countries started to pull their swimmers out of the competition. People saying, hi, Richard. And here we go. I'm going to circle over this way because there's some lovely colour over this way. These geese aren't fussed, so we'll head that way. And Sarah says, I need to catch up your Koblenz trip. It was really lovely. It was really lovely just, catching up with Julianne because she's been missing in action for the last few months. She's had some personal issues, but she's been very busy with her own in-person tours. So that kind of coincided with everything else that she's been dealing with recently. She said she'll be back doing virtual tours as soon as she can, and she's got big plans to do things like Luxembourg, which will be fabulous. Luxembourg is just beautiful, as well as different parts of Trier that she may not have covered previously. So we all look forward to seeing Julianne back in the saddle whenever she can squeeze us in. Nice fountain feature. Yeah, we'll go back past that. I just wanted to bring you over here just quickly and show you these gorgeous colours near the cafe restaurant. I'll find a spot in the shade and see if we can get a couple of nice shots over here first. Did you have a nice lunch together after the tour? Well, we had a bite to eat. It was just something we quickly grabbed at the station. We didn't make a big deal of having a nice lunch, so to speak. We grabbed lunch together. Look at this. Here we go. So lovely. So pretty. I'm going to try and do a diagonal shot across the garden, see if we can get down low. It's not quite what I had in mind. Let's head over this way. It's a real patchwork of colour, isn't it? Yeah, the bees will. Happy bees. And we both were mindful of our trains that we needed to catch as well, Natasha. So we didn't linger. There we go. Look at that. Alrighty. Let's head over towards the. I just spotted a sculpture I didn't see the other day. Let's have a look at that first. Let's head over towards the Seilbahn. Let these bikes pass. This is cute. There we go. Look at that. Alrighty. And let's head back towards the fountain and then on over to the Seilbahn. We're at half an hour, so that's okay. We've got plenty of time. Oh, I was going to aim for that path, but I'm blocked off. We'll go this way instead. Very pretty park, and it's not a botanic gardens. The botanic gardens is in a different part of town. Oh, these geese are loving the water. Look at this. Question is, why are there only those guys in the water? Why aren't the rest of you in the water? I bet this dog wants to chase them. Oh, let me at them, he's saying. I want some of this action. Oops, nearly tripped. There is a beautiful house or something across the river I've just spotted. I'm going to see if I can get you a good shot of that while we're at it. Do the flowers smell much? They were mainly marigolds, the yellow ones, and what else was there? I didn't get any sense of a scent while I was walking through. Just spotted something up ahead, like a bird of prey, perhaps. Not sure. A little hawk, maybe. It's right in front of the sun, though, so that's no good. Okay. So let's get back on path, back on track, and head over towards the Seilbahn. And we're going to go for a ride together, guys. There's a children's playground over there. The wind keeps coming up, so I'm just being a little bit mindful about my microphone, hoping that it's not causing too much of a problem. Yeah, we're going a completely different way to the way that we went the other day, but there's an interesting children's playground coming up on my left. And then we'll head over towards the gondola. And Natasha says my mum loved marigolds. Well, they're so happy, aren't they? They're such happy flowers. And Dawn says, I think the dog would have enjoyed a swim too. Yeah, I think he would have, for sure. Oh, look, there's a flying fox. That's a long one too. What a cute playground. Long, slippery dip. I bet the bottom of it's hot though. It's all metal and it's open. I can imagine. Oh, I've got a stone in my shoe. Hold on. Okay, so how do I get over there? Let's have a look at this fountain before we do. Oh, Dawn, you're not sure what a flying fox is? It's where you have the rope strung across between 2 points, and the mechanism allows you to ride it hanging from beneath, if that makes sense. And then there's more water over there. Interesting foliage on this tree, really delicate. And there's some kind of nut. I don't know what this tree is at all. Okay, we're going to go this way. I'm just watching the time. I don't know if we can get any closer to this little girl riding the flying fox. She's sort of stuck in the middle at the moment, looking for adult assistance. Okay, so do you see the man with the pink shirt? He's dragging her along. So that's the flying fox there. So they start at one end and then they can just ride it from one end to the other. Natasha says they don't make hot metal slides much anymore. They were very popular in the 80s. Yeah, we had them. We had them everywhere in Australia. But yeah, these two are metal at the bottom. So I think you might get a hot bottom when you reach the bottom of that slide. Oh, this is lovely walking through here. So what I tried to do today was obviously to give you something iconic from Cologne with the cathedral, starting there. Bring you into the beautiful gardens. This is summer in Europe is a new experience for us. Every time we've travelled to Europe in the past, it's always been in autumn or winter. So we are absolutely loving seeing a completely different kind of Europe with the green and the colour. It's just beautiful. Okay, so if I walk in this direction, there's the playground there. And there's the little train. Do you see the little train going past? There it goes. I wasn't expecting to see it because it's a Tuesday, but I think it might still be school holidays. And then Dawn says they were all over in the 70s too. Yeah, as well as all those unsafe rides that have all been completely removed these days, like the seesaws. Seesaws, and what's the other one? That whirligig one. The one that spun around, a flat disc that spun around. And kids used to fly off in different directions. When I was 6'1", I think it says. Oh no, when I was 6. Sorry, Dawn. I'm just trying to eye where that Seilbahn is. I need to go in this direction. Okay. I went down one slide. Bear with me. Down one slide that had a loose screw and it ripped. Oh, that's awkward, Dawn. Oh dear. And the roundabout. That's it. Yeah, they were lethal, weren't they? Little kids flying off in all different directions. All right, so we can see the gondola in the distance now. That's where we're headed. And I'm hoping by the time we get to there, I've got my bearings again now. We are coming at it from a different direction, but we're still headed the right way. I've got a feeling we've got the rose garden ahead of us, which we missed completely the other day. So this looks lovely over here. Roses quickly. And And I'm spotting a couple of sculptures as well. Let's see if they're worth a diversion, having a look at the sculptures. This one looks interesting. Oh, it's a hedgehog. That's interesting. And over in here we have a woman statue. I just don't want to get wet, so I'm being a little bit careful here. Hi. And there are geese everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. Obviously they love this park.
Over the years, there's more and more parks that were developed.
I'm not sure, is this rosemary? Yeah, I think that's possibly a rosemary. Oh, wind, sorry. Wind. Health and safety ruined everyone's fun. Yeah, you're right, Natasha. Oh, sorry, that was Dawn. As I said, the screen's a little bit bright. And when the new comment comes in, it moves up as well. So that's why I got Natasha's name and your comment. Sorry about that. All right, we're almost there. Almost there at the ticket office. More geese, lots of geese. Okay, so the Seilbahn is just over here. And Russian sage. Oh, it might have been Lynn. It had that real fragrant leaf smell. You might be right. Sage, yeah. So here we go. There's the Seilbahn there. I'm going to take it across to the other side and then get a different train back to where we're staying. But here we go. These cute little carriages, they only hold 4 people. I'm hoping to get one all to myself. I just need to find my way up to the ticket office and then we'll be getting on board and joining these guys. These lovely pink roses. They have different grass to us as well. Over here in Germany, it's very soft. The grass is lovely and soft. Got some orange roses. And the wind has really come up. All right, so I'm just going to take a little detour through this sort of watercourse, fountain, rockery kind of area. And then we'll head up to the gondola office. I'm hoping my battery holds too. I might have to, when we get to the gondola, I might have to switch over from. So I didn't bring the little double adapter that takes both. Hopefully my battery will last until we get to there. So this is so lovely. Listen to the water. Another sculpture. I'm not sure what it represents, but it is lovely. That's a lovely maple. Look at the shape of it. Okay, let's go. Let's go ride a gondola. Don't you turn your chainsaw on. Last thing we need right now is chainsaw noise. And there's a couple more of those fountains that lead along this path here. Every now and again in this garden, there's one of these too. So it's almost like stand here and take your photo from here. So, all right, there we go. Stand here and take your photo from here. Okay, the gondola. And I'm going to have to find €5 in my purse with that third hand that's not holding the gimbal or the microphone. Something's got to give. I think we go in this way. Oh, I remember now. I don't have to pay till the other end. That's fine. I'll be able to put my hand down and reach in and get some money out, so that'll work. That's good. So we've got Seilbahn Eingang, Seilbahn entrance. You go ahead. Hey, g'day, whoever that was that just joined. Isn't a gondola only a... look, I think they call these things gondolas too. It's all very... it's all a bit ambiguous, isn't it? Maybe it's just what Australians call them, because we're an uncultured bunch. But I've kind of always known them as gondolas. But you're right, yes. Cable car, we'll call it a cable car. The German word is Seilbahn. So here we go, all these little ones here that are off to one side. They're all very cute. Okay, bitter here. Oh, next one? Yes, please. You've heard them called gondolas, Tish? Excellent. So not just me. That's good. All right, so in Sweden they call them both gondolas and cable car. And Inga, yes, I've always said cable car. In Banff it's called a gondola. There we go. Two terms equally acceptable. This one? We're in the one called Claudius Therme. Dankeschön. Oh, wait, must wait. The man has the key. Schlüssel. Dankeschön. Dankeschön. Okay, here we go. Now the Claudius Therme is... just sort out my bag. The Claudius Therme is this place that we're just about to pass. It's an upmarket spa. So it's got pools and massage rooms and saunas and all that sort of thing. And we go off in kind of like a group. So they let one kind of go through, and then it'll be our turn. And then we'll be able to, it's hot in here, I'll tell you that. There is an open window, but otherwise it is hot in here. Is it hot in there? No open. Yeah, there is one open window here, but otherwise the rest of it, it is all closed up. And it's quite hot. All right, so here, look at these ones. They're so cute. Look at them. It'll be our turn to go in just a second. And I'm going to unplug the headphones. So give me a tick, just to pull that out. And I'll plug in my battery because I know it's going to run down low quite soon. So if you see a little bump, that's what I'm doing. I'm putting the battery, plugging the battery in. And off we go. Let's go. Beautiful. So look down there, that's the cloudiest tower. We've got pools and yeah, indoor outdoor pool down there. And then here we go. There's the dome. I haven't plugged the battery in yet. I'm just about to. Oof, it's hot. Okay, ready? There we go. Now we've got battery. Yep, now we've got battery. So here we go, look down there. High above the gardens. We've got the gorgeous Cologne dome over there in the background. And the Rhine River in front of us. It does look like a nice place to sit and have a drink, doesn't it, Inga? And they're over here. I'm not sure what this little shipyard or something is over there. It's like a side canal or something with ships all sort of parked there. And then we can see there's a working ship going along the river in that direction. I've got trees in front of it at the moment. You're very welcome, Sarah. Dawn says, last time we were in a cable car, we were looking at dinosaurs in Australia. That's right. We were in Scenic World. I have been on a couple of others since. If you need me to point you in the direction of a couple that I did in Asia, just let me know. But they are under my live tab on my channel. What a beautiful day. And then beneath us we have this 6-lane road, and you can see the little multicoloured cable cars just ahead of us. GMM says, haven't been in Cologne since a happy 18-year-old backpacker, international backpacker, mid-1990. Very different. Yes, I think you probably would find it very different. All right, so there are people down there on the, in quotation marks, beach. I don't see anyone swimming, but there are people down there. Oof. And here we go, looking up the river. And our destination, where this ends up, is just outside the Botanic Gardens and the Cologne Zoo, which I'm tossing up whether we'll have an opportunity to go in and see the zoo. I'm in two minds. I mean, I know that not everyone loves zoos. If they're done well, they can be obviously an asset to animal conservation, but I know that a lot of people have mixed feelings about zoos, and we're not in any great rush or desire to go and see a zoo, so we probably won't. And Dawn says, last time I was in London was when I was a teenager, and there were no skyscrapers. There were no skyscrapers when I was in London either, Dawn. None at all. London's biggest buildings were, a couple of hotels. I think Canary Wharf was just starting to kick off when we were there. Great view. It is, isn't it? I'm going to look back behind us now as well. Okay, there we go. Natalie says, what a lovely tour this is. Enjoying it so much. You're very welcome, Natalie. Very welcome. And Dawn says, safari parks can be good, but city zoos are depressing. Yeah, I tend to agree. Dawn. And she says, how times have changed. For London, yeah, definitely. Oh, look, we're about to go down. Whoop. Seems really steep here, doesn't it? In the 1990s, it was very popular to go all over Europe with train for young people. I was a magician. 1 month ticket that gave you 2-class access all over Europe on trains. My daughter's traveling on a Euro pass right now. She's actually in Hamburg right now. Okay, get ready to get out. We've got the man with the keys going to let us out. Man with the Schlüssel. Hello. Dankeschön. Okay. Cheers. Thank you. All right, so I need to buy my ticket over here. Let me just find some money. Bear with me. My little purse. I'm actually going to lean on something because I don't have enough hands. Okay. Lucky I have a 5 All right, I'm back, guys. I'm back, if anyone's still here. And as soon as I got out of the cable car, I lost the signal completely. So I think I'll finish up now. So if anyone's still here, I'll finish up. And thank everyone for joining me today. I've really enjoyed your company. It's such a lovely part of town. And big cities seem to all be looking the same as every other one these days. In some ways, I think you're right. Yeah, Gregory. Oh, you're back, Natalie. Thank you. You can probably see that my hair is dripping wet. It was so hot inside that cable car. And what I'm doing now is I'm just going to head over to the platform to catch the train back to where we're staying. So for anyone who's still here, thank you so much for being here. I will be doing a Where Am I Wednesday tomorrow morning, and I haven't quite decided where that's going to be. I've got a bit of an idea, but it comes down to the signal, which I tested this morning and I'm still a little bit doubtful about. So I might be winging it a little bit tomorrow. Just going to have to see. And if you've enjoyed the tour, and if you can manage it, I'm always grateful for tips if you can. And I want to thank everybody who does support me on a regular basis. I really do appreciate it and I'm very grateful. All right, so I'm going to finish up here, but let me just turn the camera around and I'll show you. This is where we are. This is the zoo right here. Turn the camera around and back camera. There we go. There's the entrance to Cologne Zoo. Pictures of elephants. There's a big thing to Cologne Football Club right over there. We saw that with Michaela the other day. All her symbology for Cologne Football Club on her backpack, the colours in her clips on her hair. She had the shirt on, and she also had her fingernails done with First FC Cologne. So yeah, so that's the zoo right there. And Dawn says, thank you for a wonderful tour, Lynn. You're very welcome, Dawn. And Inga says, thanks for a lovely tour, Lynn. Hope to see you again soon. I miss this. Oh, please come back and see as many tours as you possibly can, Inga. We love having you. If you're not already, check out our group, Going Places Virtually, on Facebook, where I try as hard as I can to spam everybody, because I know that Facebook only lets you see some of the posts. You don't get to see everything. So I'm always spamming in that group, hoping that at least somebody sees the posts. Sarah says I call them cable car. And yeah, let's finish there. I'm going to wait for my train, which is coming in 5 minutes, and it's direction Bonn. Bonn Hauptbahnhof is where this train is ultimately heading. It's coming in 5 minutes. But I'll finish up because I know I'm low on battery and I don't know how my data's holding up, and I think the phone's very hot as well. So I'm going to finish up here. Thanks, everybody. See you again very soon. Bye for now. Wave. Bye.